Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoon.
So cozy.
Time of God, she's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
And welcome back to St. Kohzee Center for Comfy Nostalgia. As always, I'm joined by Kevy the Kid. Mr. Sloppy Joe. And I'm Bear. This week we've got the full broadcast, the trio, if you will, starting off with Tomb Raider, the PlayStation 1 classic. Slop will be playing that in honor of Tomb Sweeping Day. Yes, Tomb Sweeping Day, as celebrated in Hong Kong and Taiwan.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. In the middle, we are going to be attempting a couple different things. We're not exactly sure how this is going to go down. But psychology of the 90s, we've taken a psychological assessment. We're going to talk about that. We might even try the online versions of the Rorschach test. This was a viewer suggestion. Thank you, Sam. So we are going to try that, see how that goes. We also have some other little tidbits we might sprinkle in, or we'll save them for a future week. And then I am going to play for our second game, Michael Jordan's Chaos in the Windy City for Super Nintendo in honor of Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame induction. Technically, I guess it's a basketball game, but I did play like a little bit of the first level to kind of like see what I'm getting myself into, and I don't know. Yeah, again, technically it's a basketball game, but I don't know, but it's not actually.
No, it's not. It has basketballs in it,
right?
There's basketball
in it. Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, this could be a hotly debated retro gaming point. I have no idea. Because to me, it's like, I guess technically it is a basketball game. We have the greatest basketball player in the world. Basketballs are all over the place. He has teammates. So, I mean, it meets all the criteria. You just don't actually play basketball, really.
Right. So what would happen after the basketball or before the basketball?
Getting to the basketball.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic basketball, no fans anymore, just playing for the love of the game.
Love of the game. You got to make every town, though.
All right, good morning, Sam. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Kovrick. Welcome, everybody. If you are with us, let us know in the chat. We love the live part. That's what we're all about, so thank you for joining us. I'm just curious, boys, before we get started, anything interesting happening in your lives this past week? Go ahead,
Well,
Kev. Something bad happened.
No, I took a test, and now I'm depressed and neurotic. So that's what happened in my week. My whole life's been a lie.
The whole life's been a lie. Took one psychological assessment.
What the internet said, I don't know what to do.
Better find out on the internet.
Yep.
Take your test results, plug those into ChatGPT, ask them what you need to do.
There you go.
Ooh, smart. Yeah, because the last time I took an internet test, it told me I was a genius. So I'm not putting a lot of faith into these things.
Don't lie. Don't lie, Kev. The last time you took a test on the internet, you turned out to be a Hufflepuff.
Where's my wife? I know she made me take that.
Yeah, I'm sure she made
me take that.
Oh, maybe.
She made me. I definitely didn't want to.
Babe, look, they got a new Harry Potter test.
What about you, Slop? What have you been excited about this week?
Easily slithering.
Oh man, just working my life away. So nothing new to report.
Ouch. Well, this is your one time in the week where they can't stop us. So
actually, I got a work call I got to take right now. I've got.
All right, see ya.
No, fuck you, fuck you, guy.
Yeah. So this is your moment, man. For the next 2 hours, you've got no work, just us. Which is kind of like a little bit of work, but
yes,
fun work.
Corralling you two,
yeah.
Corralling you two is a little bit of work.
So we've got Tomb Raider, PlayStation 1 classic. This was a game I didn't play much. I watched others play it a little bit, so I'm excited to see you play this.
Oh, it came with, look at this, it comes with demos.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We could do a whole segment on demo discs.
Hell yeah.
Wow, I forgot about those too. Yeah.
Well, that's what we want.
Get in.
Like this. Circles are the future. Ellipses are the future.
Loading screens are the future.
That's for sure.
Everything gets rounded.
Gore.
Gore Vidal presents. Look at this.
Los Alamos, yep.
Oh no, don't tell me. Okay.
Terrible.
Oh, it's there.
Okay, good.
It's a little quiet, but they're there.
Big
Whoa.
hole.
To hell with the earth.
Oh.
Oh, this is Power Rangers, actually.
For 5,000 years?
Yeah, Gululu's pouring out.
Yes, that's a good.
Hotel Calcutta.
What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention from you?
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great. Though truth is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natla does. From Natla Technologies. You know.
Got them
made
athletic
of all
thighs.
things bright and beautiful.
Is that Lady Gaga?
Feast your eyes on this, Laura. How does that make your wallet rumble?
$10 raining
I
down?
only play for sport.
Then you'll
Can't even
like
see
a
what's
big
happening.
park. Peru, vast mountain ranges to cover, sheer walls of ice, rocky crags, savage winds, and there's this little trinket. An age-old artifact of mystical power is buried in the unfound tomb of Qualapec. That's my interest.
Well, how do you know
can
it's
leave
there?
Tomorrow. Are you busy tomorrow?
Okay.
Here we go. God, this is. I was going to say, I love the early 3D chunky animation. Like they hadn't figured it out yet. Like they're kind of sliding around into position and moving in very robotic ways.
No, Andrew, that was a pretty common. It was a pretty common saying at the time.
I think
Really make your
wasn't
wallet
that Taco
rumble.
Bell's slogan for a year?
Yeah, we'll make your wallet rumble.
Oh, I'm locked in now. Let me tell you. I was doing an impression of Kev. Oh, it's demoed me. I thought I hit. Okay. We'll do it. all. We'll
Slop,
do
did you
everything.
own this?
I did not own this, but I rented it.
Okay.
There we go. Now, yes. Hey, Nick, mini music is great.
What is that? What are they wearing?
Well, he's wearing an appropriate amount of clothes.
Those are hot pants and just a poncho. Just threw a poncho over her hot pants. That's all you need.
He's like a Mayan Sherpa or something.
Yeah. And she's just an influencer getting lugged up the mountain.
Not gonna provide enough warmth. I'm sorry, lady.
Almost. She just knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no one thought to do that.
That's why she's the best. Yeah, that's what he's saying. So why did we never think to climb up there and push around on stuff? Oh, he's... Broken legs.
Yeah.
God, 40, 50,000 feet up in the air.
It's landed in snow. It's fine.
Shot him too.
She shot him.
Well, you get all wild like that. Yeah, Andrew, I did play, I think, the 2016 Tomb Raider on a Wednesday night. You're right. All right. Well, nope. Now, almost in it. We're almost in it. The next one, we should be in it. Please, game. Let me play the game. Here we go.
There we go.
That's what it really looks like. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we got tracks from the
Little
wolves.
tracks.
That's a nice little detail.
Tank controls, baby. Oh no, I have dual sticks, so this is better. So if you didn't have the dual sticks, you had to rely on running left and right, and then like using your, using your like shoulder buttons.
Oof.
Now, there are. How do I? There's jump,
Wow.
backflip.
Hey, Gmail.
Where's my? It's dodge roll.
She jumps up and down like a ballerina, like straight up.
Yeah. There we go. Just gonna keep those puppies out.
Yeah. So when you have your guns out, is that your health meter or what? What is that?
Oh, you just hurt yourself.
Yeah.
There's traps there. They're hard to see.
Oh, God.
And am I supposed to?
Shoot through them.
Oh, holy cow. Okay, I see him.
Massive wooden foomp. Okay. Shoot, fire is X. So that's very weird. Okay. Get over here. Please get over here. Nope.
Ups.
Please. Nope. I've got two.
Can you jump off that guy behind you?
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Does it wall grab when you get to the to a ledge or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got two. Stop that. Okay, I can't. Fine, just
It's
jump.
not quite as polished as I was remembering it.
Oh, yes. Oh, all right, come on, just back up. We just want to get... And this is what makes it confusing because up is always forward. So up is... Okay, I'm trying to jump up here, please. Jump. Will you jump?
Yes. Oh, broke my neck.
I'm trying to do...
Don't you have a backwards jump?
Yeah, I'm trying to flip backwards so I can jump forwards off the... Okay, maybe we get... Zoom around. All right, there's not like a ledge I'm supposed to climb. That is it. That's the puzzle. You're supposed to learn how to jump off of this thing. So let's
learn. There you go. Close.
What?
She like jumps side, like a, I don't know, sideways barrel roll or something. That. What is that?
Yeah, do a barrel roll.
Yeah, you can do a side. You got forward, backwards. This is probably your main, or it was my main, like dodging, was flipping and jumping everywhere. But there's an odd timing to it. It's not exactly pressing the direction and the jump button together at the same time.
Yeah, Andrew, no tutorial. Just figure it out.
Oof.
Okay, so it's got to be the side jump into...
Can you go around the back side of that and jump straight up onto it and then jump forward?
Kev knows. Kev's figured it out. Please, I just want to get out of this. So you can first person, but if you're against a wall, it won't let you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I love to do that. I love to make things harder than they should be. And then get mad when I can't do them. Please.
Nope. Seriously?
Pressing. Do I press?
She's an athlete, that's for sure.
I have to press X to grab.
So when you land on that other wall, you need to press X. Okay.
There it is.
Nice. Okay, we're getting it. It's getting the sea legs back.
I need to. There you go. Get us
What happened?
solved, Jingle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we got
wow.
some health.
Thanks.
It looks like a bundle, like a knapsack or something.
Looks like a door.
Yeah, it does.
Nope.
No atmosphere either, just silence, other than your Foley sounds.
Yeah, that is strange for a game, Bear, to just be... No
I'm
music.
assuming that if, again, I haven't played this, or I really didn't play it back in the day. I might have watched it a few times, but I'm assuming once we interact with more enemies or more puzzles, there will be some kind of soundscape emerging.
Enough of 'em, eh? Ooh. Auto aim is pretty hefty, so they are helping you out.
Yeah, I would assume that most of these games pretty much only had auto. As long as you were like facing the direction, you were going to hit it.
Yeah. Which I know there's something coming up.
This is our regular speed, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
No fall damage, I
Yeah, I was
assume.
going to wonder about fall damage.
Oh, there certainly
I mean,
is.
she cut herself off that rope and flew down from 40 feet, so...
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Great.
down here now.
Something to
Giant
pull on.
Frankenstein switch. Throw the first
Good thing they put this here for us.
That's right.
Hey, there's some atmosphere coming in. Oh, it's
Stupid wildlife.
You shan't be having lunch on me.
yeah. You just raided their home and started shooting the bats, man. This is off to a bad start from a ecological standpoint.
Very bat start.
She is the Tomb Raider, not the Tomb Conservatorship.
She's got good upper body strength too.
Yeah, she's fit.
Mm-hmm. I think Farrick had this game on PC because I remember playing it over at his house. His dad's sound booth. Ooh! There you go. Just jump. He can't get you.
Trying to do the fancy. You can.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought we were getting
No
bullet
reload?
time.
No reload. Infinite bullets on your dual pistols.
You got them Hollywood
Doolies,
guns.
if you will.
Okay. Up and over. Don't change the camera angle on me.
Or do you have any control over the camera angle?
I can sidestep. I can first person. Yeah, if you is this L1, you can look
That's
surround.
helpful.
And I wonder if can
Nope.
no. You're gonna look around and you're gonna shoot
As you shoot straight ahead.
at what we want you to shoot. Just fine. Yeah, for these early 3D platformers, give me some guardrails for sure.
I think
Hey,
Andrew,
Slop.
yeah, he has to
Okay.
grab it. He has to grab it, Andrew.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Slop mentioned that, Andrew, that he has to manually grab ledges up or down.
Yeah. Oh.
That little guy in there.
Oh, I guess we'll go find out.
Time to shoot somebody.
Somebody's
Oh,
gonna
it's just
get
a-
hurt.
Oh.
Is it mummy? Oh, it is a
Done been
mummy.
shot.
A big. Look how
follows you
big
anywhere
that
you
skull
go.
is.
Huge.
You found the giants the Smithsonian time.
Oh, it turns when you turn. Turns with you.
Yeah, it follows you. Like that old Mona Lisa smile.
All right.
Anybody in the chat own this game as a kid? Anybody play it regularly?
That would have been cool if you could bust it open.
Yeah.
What's the point of being an archaeologist if you can't destroy everything you find? Great, because now I have to do all that over again. No, I don't.
Oh, I didn't know it came out for the Sega Saturn. Interesting. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I'm clipping through the wall. Very good.
Ah, Nick did play it heavily on PS1.
All right. Yeah, I do seem to recall there's no music for quite a while in this first area.
So slow. Why?
Well, it's something back there. Something blue is back there.
It's the blue Blairy jam. Uh-oh.
Okay, a tiger?
I heard him.
Jaguar. We're in Peru.
Oh, you're right. A jaguar.
Oh, I don't want to have
Pissed
anything.
off something.
Oh,
Oh,
It's a
God,
bear.
it's a
Fine,
bear.
it's a bear.
get out of the way. Can't get away.
I think we're gonna die here.
I think we might, because the bat's coming in to help the bear.
Ah!
Oh, God.
Bruh!
Every time you went to for the first few seconds, you were trying to avoid. You just landed right on the bear.
Right on top of him. Oh, we've got to restart. No, it didn't save it. Didn't find a checkpoint.
I think that was.
Here you go. Okay.
I forgot about that, Sam. The problem with corded. I was always, whenever I would walk past the TV and somebody was playing, my foot would trip on it, rip everything out of the wall, rip everything off the giant console.
Yeah. Kev's sitting in a car and he gets scared by traffic, puts his foot through the floor. Oh, you have a walk. I could slow down if I need more.
You got a real sexy walk, is what you got.
Oh, this old thing?
So that first section where you found the puzzle when we jumped up and grabbed the ledge, whatever, that was just for extra health,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even finish the level, actually, Andrew. I
You didn't
died.
get to a checkpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's a steep curve.
Just kind of seeing what kind of auto fire scenario we can get into.
But
There is
just
a
run around doing that.
yeah, but there is a little bit of a wind up if you notice. She has to like get her hands out there, so you can't just spam it. You got to hold it is what they want you to do.
I wonder what the resolution of this game is. Like in the 300 pixels or in the upper 200s? I can't tell. 320 maybe?
What was the lowest standard? 380 by
ain't
something?
that many of them.
Yeah, ain't that many pixels to be had. Oh, there it is. Hole in the ground. That's right. We exploring now. Okay. I don't think it's until the second one where your gunshots will light up. They'll light up dark areas.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, good morning, Jace, too. Yeah, the resolution's not the best, but...
We also have this.
Do you have a melee? You don't have a melee, do you?
No.
Only guns. She could easily fit through there.
Right.
Right.
Oh. Oh, no, it's a dead bat. It's like, oh, is this a gun that I missed? Nope, it's not.
Do you get other guns in this game? I thought you only had the...
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe in the first one you do only have the pistols. I didn't get very far in the first one before I was like, I give up on these controls.
Did you have a DualShock controller as a kid?
I did not.
Oh.
Certainly
okay.
plays a factor.
Okay, so...
Immediately, what are you? Just some little stairs over here. Okay.
Jace, too.
Oh, I see. Oh, I could totally avoid the wolves. Nice.
I mean, they were doing as best they could with PS1, but too smart.
That's what I. Oh, I'll jump off instead.
Doesn't matter. It's style points.
Okay, we're over here. You know what I can do for us, though? We can use that technology before we fight this bear. Yeah.
I wonder if we even have to fight if we can make that jump.
I don't think so.
Grab that ledge.
Yeah, it did look like I was just a little short. I think if you...
Can you shoot him from up on the ledge like you did the wolves?
She can do a
She
leaning.
didn't seem to spawn
Oh,
until
fuck.
she. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
There's gonna be a lot of that. There'll be a lot of that.
Okay.
I mean, since Nick was the one who played it the most at the time, was this like blowing your mind when you first played it? I don't really remember playing this when it first came out.
He was a young man of a certain age, so I might argue that he was putting up with the game a little longer than he needed to for a certain reason, maybe? Check out the rest of the room real quick.
What reason, Joe? I don't understand.
Oh, you'll learn someday, Kev. You'll get there someday. Okay, I think if I get the maximum and do the lean. Oh, I can just make it.
Nice.
And I punch it.
Clearly, we need to do something to that. I'm guessing
do
shoot
stuff
it.
to it.
Right. It's not, I can't pick it up.
Nope.
Nothing. Nothing, eh?
Weird. It's clearly looking like a objective or something.
Yeah. Oh, well, while we're here.
Save state.
it at?
We'll make our own checkpoint.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, J Stu, that people have done though. Her body dimensions. Because yeah, I mean, she's well, I don't know. The rendered version of her in the cutscenes looks quite different than the
Uh-oh.
the playable version.
No.
Never stop jumping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Turn. God damn
Turn
it.
at the animals. She hates animals too.
We got music.
Got music. Kind of sounds like some kind of dramatic Christmas, mischief.
Thinking Home Alone.
Wiring traps.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Gotta find something in here. Can find some health, that's for sure.
Good one, Sam.
Okay. Now.
Oh, we got to. Oh.
Oh,
those are
the fact
grenades.
that the pistols can be accessed makes me think that we will get upgraded weapons as we progress.
Progress along. Okay, I suppose I have to do something with that crystal that was found.
Nick, what do we do with this crystal? The blue thing.
Let's probably still go down there and kill the bear, and then the door will open and do something.
Yeah, probably still have to kill it, but it seemed like the only way to trigger it appearing is to fall down there.
Now, because of what Sam said, I'm just imagining Nick on his bed, feet dangling, looking through the strategy guide, trying to find the.
Oh, there it is, actually. I'm a bad person.
It runs off.
It runs off, though. Okay.
Does have some AI.
Hey, back.
Buddy dumb, no. There we go.
Oh,
And now, what does this...
poor little bear.
What do you do? Can't pick up? Can't... Oh, you can.
Oh, it's a save spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
Dismount.
Like a fish for a second.
Rounding corners full auto.
All right. Touch plate. Ah. Very nice. What's over here? A more little health pack. Okay. I guess if you were fast enough, you could get away from the bear and get through the door. Seems like it's open long enough that he's going to follow you, though. So now I've got to do... I got to set
Pressure
up a
plate.
jump.
Hardest thing in the game. Turn around.
It is. Oh.
Wait.
Wait, we're back here.
Man.
Maybe we're supposed to go back out now? I don't...
Yeah, so there was the bamboo door. Where was the bamboo door at?
Oh, right.
Did we open the bamboo door?
Not sure what I'm tanking.
All we did was pull that one lever, so maybe.
Up and around. Yes, corner. Corner. No, there's the bamboo door.
They're closed. Well, I will pull up some kind of internet helps so we can get a little further.
Yep, I'll check this stuff again. I wonder if I can make that jump. That would be fun. Hadouken! Almost.
God.
Full body weight, fully stretched. Catch yourself.
Full send.
Both
Full
shoulders.
Broke. Just arms left dangling there.
Yeah, you know what would happen is you would catch, and then momentum, you'd immediately slam flat face into the wall, and then just come off like a cartoon.
I still want the mummy to have something to do with it.
Right? There should be a mummy in here. What are y'all doing? I know the series goes supernatural. I don't know if the first game has any of that. Yeah. It may have some like fake outs of like, oh, you think it's ghosts, but it's really not. But I don't know. I've never beaten it, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Making up stuff. All right. Let me look around more in here. Whoop. I'll try to look up.
Yep.
I'll try to look around more.
Got it.
So there's a big hole in the ceiling, but I can't do nothing with that. All right, well, let's rotate in position and fall off the bridge. So yeah, maybe now I'm supposed to go across. Across with a T. It's down here now.
You do have a target lock, apparently.
Oh. Okay, so got this big door here. Oh, maybe there's just a
There's
switch
also
in
a
here.
safety drop, I guess, when you fall from a higher area.
There's a switch up here that I missed.
That'll do it.
Okay, so it says after you go through the door that you step on the pressure switch, whatever, you're back in the room with the bridges. Climb back up and retrace your steps to the gap with the dead bear below. Take a running jump across that gap. Did you already do that? I think I saw you do that.
Yes, sir. We got the door open. There was a switch that I missed.
Oh, okay. Well, let me keep going.
Oh, it's timed. Okay. So let's see if I can.
Yeah, it looks like you're pretty close to the end, according to this guide. So.
Fuck it. Okay, so you can't run
Side
around.
jump.
Yeah. I think you have to. Full jump to get.
So there is a remastered version of this game, I guess, apparently. Maybe it shores up a lot of this.
Oh, it has
funk.
to. Why would you bother? Maybe jump.
But, I mean,
please?
this is a retro channel. We're going to play the original, of course.
Yep.
This is what a 90s kid would have. Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Got our legs underneath her there.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, room with greenery and timed door. Note the vegetation-covered ledge on the left side of the room. The greenery conceals an opening, but the ledge is too high to reach the floor.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. It's not a tomb. I thought I dropped some ceiling tiles on a tomb.
It's not a tomb.
It's eject button. All right. What's this? Oh, it's a bunch of arrow traps over there. Let's go check out the other direction first. You know what? Let's do first.
Save state.
Okay. Just got us a room here. Oh! Don't go down
Okay,
there.
the guy did mention something about go to the far end of the room and turn left. Take a running jump across the gap to the opposite side. Turn left and head towards the large manipack on the ground. Another wolf comes out of the room ahead.
Okay.
We got to take our guns out. I love that.
Always.
Okay, I'll just jump this gap.
I gotta go.
Yeah, it just says continue forward into the alcove from which the wolf emerged. Use the switch there to open the exit doors. Leave the switch room, turn right, go through the first opening overlooking the exit.
Got it.
Hop down, slide to the ground, go through the big doors to the end of the left. Hop down, slide to the ground. That sounds fun.
Hop down, slide the ground.
Slide to
now
the
you're
ground. It's
doing
like
a dance.
Yeah, it's like a group dance. Now you're doing the Tomb Raider dance. I love how the wolves oftentimes dive. Yeah, belly up.
Okay. Oh, that's the other side of the bamboo door. Okay. So we're just going to drop down right over. Please.
We're going to hop down.
Right on the ground. Oh, get out of there. Stuck on the slant of the wall. Okay. And we'll just...
Stepping on the slant of the wall.
Yeah.
Hey.
0 secrets.
16 minutes later, we did it.
We did it.
Nice, Slop.
We're masters of the game.
I was wondering about it. It seems like this game would be like filled with secrets everywhere. I guess it was, but we shouldn't.
It's not
According to the guide, there were secrets that we missed, but not that many. Not that many.
And now it's all bears all the time.
Yeah, right.
Just other characters with guns.
It says, in the first part of the level, you explore the area around a pool to find 2 items, a silver key and gold idol. The silver key opens the door into the second part of the level. Here, you find a building with 3 doors, only one of which is open.
I'm here to exterminate this wolf population.
Yeah, it's a lot of wolves living
What are they
underground
eating?
here.
Dumb
They've been trapped in
archaeologists.
here.
Yeah, how
That
have
was
they
weird.
been living? Living on bats.
Okay, here's the pool.
Out in the youth. Okay, you can actually swim. We're just instant death.
Oh, we got a O2 meter there.
Yeah.
Good luck controlling yourself down here.
Oh, Lord.
Living on love.
Just cave diving, not having any information about what the cave, if there's anywhere to swim to, just dive right in. Doesn't matter. I'm an explorer. Please.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of fears and phobias, but for some reason, like going into like a cavern, I guess, or crevice or whatever, but it gets progressively smaller, and I don't know if it. Yeah, that one does it for me.
Boy, have I got some anxiety-filled videos for you, straight from Richard.
I've seen people go into these like little water holes that are also, and then they emerge out the other side. They blast
Nope.
through.
Nah,
Absolutely not.
certainly not. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right, I must shoot something in here.
I must.
I must.
Clearly.
Please stop whipping. I just want to look.
right, I'm gonna pull up a few things for the segment while we finish out a little bit more of this level.
Beautiful mosaic tile down here. They put a lot of work into this too.
So I agree that the underwater stuff looks really great. They're using what's called vertex shading to make it look like the water is, got that shimmering effect. Oh, this isn't where I came from. I thought uh-oh.
ATM cave? Nah, I'm cool.
All right, I better... Maybe we'll get the drowning animation. Maybe I won't make it back, and we can watch a character realistically drown again.
Ah, you made it. Wait, Sam, is it a cave just like a regular cave or like underwater cave? Because,
We'll check out the rest of this area.
Okay.
Check it out.
One bat, two bats, $800 worth of ammunition.
Yeah, she has to carry a lot on her. It seems like.
J-Stu, no. J-Stu, those don't bother me at all. No. I'm talking about a very specific kind of exploration. Spelunking, I believe it's called. Where you go into an area and then it gets progressively smaller and there's an unknown amount of time it's going to take until it opens back up. That's what I'm talking about. Ape Caves was awesome, man. All those volcano kind of caves are cool to me.
Yeah, if I have to put scuba gear on to go into a cave, I'm out.
And conversely, if I have to put on a lava suit to go scuba diving, I'm out.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You have access to a lava suit?
Oh yeah, it was a grant. I bought it with my Trump bucks, the first round of Trump bucks.
Oh, awesome. It's a place where they used to do human sacrifice. It's like the perfect cave to just have a nice little picnic in.
Crazy to me that throughout human history, there's so much record of human sacrifice.
Pretty much everybody did it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
We've been
I
dumb
can
for a
understand,
long
I guess,
time.
if you wanted to sacrifice a conquered people or something, but oftentimes they're sacrificing their own.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they have the pure blood, so that's what matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like the greatest thing you can do is to sacrifice yourself.
Right, is to be a sacrifice.
Yeah. Be a martyr, we've said.
What a segue. Okay. Okay, that's where I need the key. Haven't seen the key yet, so the key's got to be through the waterways, right? It's got to be down in the water ducts. The viaducts. Which means it's back. God, where was that? Now I'm all turned around.
Ooh. Sounds like Sam and J-Stu need to have a new PBS travel show where they visit human sacrifice caves.
Just notice this room back here I don't think I went to. What are these? What is that? What are you? You some kind of trough? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, God. There's animal pins in here?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Jump, please. God damn it.
We're fucked.
Yeah. Fucking can't get out of the way.
Clunky.
Bitch.
Nope. No.
I mean, and I'm okay with video game logic, but for real though, one hit from this bear and you're dead.
Dead.
They kill like moose and elk and stuff. We're nothing. Look, he's
Pissed. Making sure. Well, it stays locked onto him until you let go. Okay. Oh, I've got a biggie too. A Biggie Smalls pack.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have the key? Did you eat the key? No.
Did you eat the key again?
Again. Okay. What's this over here? Nothing. Part of this trough. Damn. I live here now in this corner. Stuck forever. Actually, maybe. Okay. Bear pen, interesting environmental storytelling, but nothing that helps us yet. Back into
Yeah,
the
did the
water.
bear build all of this down here? Is that what's been going on?
The bear builder. I do like that the swim speed is decent. It's not ultra slow. All right.
Doing this in video games gives me anxiety. I can't imagine doing it in actual life.
Okay, everybody's got to hold their breath when I'm underwater. Oh no!
Oh, it's a fake. It's a fake.
There's a floorboard. Oh, there's a switch right here. Come on. Get to it. Got to be right there. Oh, if you hold X, she kind of floats to it. That's nice. There we go. Yeah, baby.
I always love that in video game. Sound effect.
Well, what do we think? I don't think we want to beat this level.
Yeah, no, I think we're ready.
Okay. Yes, we've seen enough. Yes.
I think we're ready. Unless Kev, what do you say, Kev?
I'm happy, hydrated, and healthy.
Okay, well then let's talk about your personality. All right, we're gonna move on to our segment for this week. Again, if you saw the open, it's not fully fleshed out, which we're okay with for our segments. And we realized this morning that we likely have enough content for 3 or 2 segments out of what we're talking about, honestly. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with the psychological assessments that we all took, and I will give a little bit of overview about it. But first, so I need to share, right, Slop? That's my
Sure.
first
Yes.
move.
Yes.
Yes. There it is. Okay.
Oh, come on, partner.
And then I'm going to share.
Turn on and do this and do this.
Okay, so Sam had suggested in the Discord that we do Rorschach tests to discover things about our personalities. She wanted to know what's really going on with these ne'er-do-wells. So I looked into it, and to actually give the Rorschach test, and it requires a considerable amount of training. I would have estimated, even as someone who might have quite a bit of experience giving psychological assessments, it takes another maybe 20 to 30 hours of training to be able to give them. It's a projective test, and meaning that you have to be able to interpret what they're offering, because it's not just their answer. It's not just like, oh, that looks like a butterfly. It's actually you reading and noticing other things that they offer you while they're sharing about what they see. And then you code it. There's a whole coding system. And then you offer an assessment. There is some validity for the Rorschach test, by the way, particularly with assessing for psychopathology, like mental illness. And I decided maybe we won't do that one. Maybe in a distant future. Maybe it's not the best for us to be assessing each other's mental health, but maybe our personality is fair game. So
the rest of us.
I don't know if, does YouTube allow me to put links in the chat? I don't know. Oh, it wants to put a Discord link. Discord. Oh, we are going to replace you soon. Don't worry. All right. See if it lets me. Okay, there is the test that we did actually take. I'll give a very quick overview of this test. Starting in the 70s, this test began to bubble up, and by 1992 or 1993, this assessment became the gold standard for personality. And the reason that the Big Five is the gold standard is that it's theoretical, meaning that these 5 factors of personality bubbled up through the literature, the science, if you will, the data, rather than someone like Jung saying it's these 16 archetypes like the Myers-Briggs that you've taken. So this is a different kind of assessment, and there's no value judgment. So if you're high in conscientiousness, that doesn't make you better. And as a matter of fact, it's closer to like a bell curve, our personalities are, meaning that in a group of 100 people or 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people, you actually need all of these personality types intermingling to create stasis, to create some kind of system that sustains itself. Okay, that's as brief as I can honestly be. So we took this assessment. You can take it too. It's in the chat. It takes about 10, 15 minutes. And again, if you are going to take it, it's best to take it as honestly as you can, But if you're not very self-aware, it can be kind of difficult to do. But either way. So here are our results. This is the three of us. And, the graphic is quite blurry. Well, one of the problems here is that the font is so tiny on the factors. But that's okay. I can just, you don't really need to see them. I can just tell you. We'll go one at a time. The first one is neuroticism. Neuroticism is like sensitivity to emotions, particularly sensitivity to negative emotional states. And you can see the three of us are, I don't know, we counteract each other maybe. So I'm lower in neuroticism, and I've taken this assessment, I don't even know, 10 times maybe in the last 15 years. And it's always pretty dang low for me. It's actually higher than it ever has been, I think, for me. And then Slop's somewhere in the middle, and then Kev's is elevated. And this, again...
outlier, you might call it.
No. And so one of the things that I know about Kev and I've said this for, 20 years, is that Kev is a really good counterbalance for me. If I don't notice something or sense something or feel something, Kev does. He really helps round out and inform my opinion of what's going on. So this is why there's no value judgment. So if you're high in neuroticism, it doesn't make you bad. It actually means that you're perceiving and noticing things that a lot of people are not picking up on. Now, it can be destructive for the self if you're getting angry all the time or anxious all the time, but Kev did score an A+.
Plus,
Yeah, 101. Highest I've ever scored on anything in my life.
I'm curious from you two guys' standpoint, maybe what would be helpful here, or what did you notice in taking the assessment? How can we discuss this openly without me running the show?
Oh, that's a great question.
No, I would say that I didn't like. I mean, it would be helpful to have some further explanation on the wording. Like, one was, "Do you ever break a promise?" Like, well, what constitutes a promise? I need to know more in depth. Like, if I said, "I promise to deliver your ashes to Fukushima," or wherever, and I don't do it, that's a promise. But if I'm like, "Yeah, I'll clean the dishes later," I mean, that's still if I say I'm going to do something, do I do it? Is that a promise? What's a promise? Is it a pinky swear?
Great questions.
Sacred. If it's a pinky swear, I've never broken a pinky swear.
I've never. That didn't show up in the test, though, did it?
They didn't say, "Have you ever broken a pinky swear?" They didn't say it explicitly, but maybe this is where you infer it.
These researchers missed that one, Kev. That's a golden opportunity. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Kev has got a unique perspective, and he's right. If the next question was, "Have you ever broken a pinky promise?" Never. That tells you a lot about a person, really. If you're out there breaking pinky promises, come on now.
Piece of
Get your
trash.
life together.
Yeah.
Instant jail.
Okay. Slop, what about you? Do you have any, what do you think is best here from because Kev wants an explanation of terms. What do you think you need?
That's good. I like explanation of terms. What do I need? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this information.
Okay. All right. That's a great insight, as a matter of fact, because again, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it for the third time. This is amoral. There's no value judgment here. Every personality that exists is tied to your biology, and that means it's useful from an evolutionary standpoint. We need a certain amount of conscientious people and a certain amount of agreeable people, all on these spectrums. If everyone was all open to experience in the ways that I am, the world would not be able to operate in the way it currently operates. We need people that are really grounded and kind of focused on what's right in front of them. We also need people that think big and deep and yes. Okay, so maybe a quick explanation of terms. The first factor that you see in the purple is neuroticism. As I said, that's sensitivity to emotions, negative emotional states. The next one is extroversion, another often misunderstood idea, because some people think that that's good, just a good thing. Like, oh, extroversion is just generally a good thing. But it really doesn't mean that good or bad. It's more of how engaged are you in the external world? How engaged are you in the affairs of other people? How do you feel when you spend time with lots of people? So if you are, the energy one is a shorthand for this for a lot of people. If you spend a lot of time with a party or a group of people, and then afterwards, do you feel like, wow, it was really energizing, and I feel good after that, I'm motivated, or do you feel kind of like, I need a break, I need a breather? So again, not good or bad, just what do you need maybe? And so extroversion is that. How do you interface with the external world, and what do you experience? But that also has a lot of things underneath it, by the way. Openness to experience, imagination, creativity. That's on one side of the spectrum, which again, that sounds like, well, that's just good. That's just a good thing. No, not necessarily, because you need down to earth people. You need people that are conventional and that can stock the damn grocery shelves. You know what I mean? Like, you need that. It's very important. All right. Agreeableness. Again, it has like a connotation baked in. And you think, well, that's good. I want to be agreeable, right? Well, no, because if you're agreeable all the time, you might not be able to contend with something really important that's going on. So, yeah, are you interested in others' needs and their well-being, things like that? This one, it does also have like, how do you show up? Are you sympathetic to other people? Are you, how are you to get along with others? Conscientiousness. So are you able to complete things that you start? Are you able to, as Kev said, follow your promises, including the pinky promises and things like that? And then are you generally reliable, hardworking, these sorts of parts? And again, these 5 factors bubbled up out of the research, out of the literature, because humans have been trying to assess what is personality for a very long time. So it's nice to know that this is essentially what comes up from the analytics if you just assess people over and over and over again. Okay, so that's how's that, Kev, for term explanation?
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
The agreeableness one is interesting because my wife says I always have a problem saying no. And the internal explanation I thought of was, I do say yes to a lot. Can you help me do this? I need you to do that. Can you do this? I say yes a lot, but internally I'm not very agreeable with it. I go over to my neuroticism and I get angry. I don't want to do this. I'm more forced into agreeableness by social convention.
Let me pull up yours actually for that, because there's 2 things pushing in. You got a nice insight here, and I want to like look at your actual results. So Kev is mentioning agreeableness, which is the yellow one that you see on the screen. But I also want to highlight next to that extroversion, because that's a part of what Kev's talking about. So if I look at Kev's scores for extroversion, his assertiveness score is sort of moderate. And that's again, like that would be something like speaking up, taking charge, these sorts of things, which could also include saying no if you need to. And so that's the kind of a moderate one for you, Kev. Whereas agreeableness, it looks like what's really dragging both you and Slop down in agreeableness is trusting others.
Yeah, they're the worst.
It's true.
Which again, this is not a value judgment, because I tend to be pretty high in trust of others, but that means that there's a chance I could get duped and manipulated or preyed upon, whereas you guys are less likely to do that sort of a thing. You know, you can say no. No is a complete sentence. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we'll look at the ones that are most elevated. Sure. Okay, because that can also, or you know, delevated, very low. Elevated. So interestingly enough, for Kev, under neuroticism, anger and immoderation are your highest ones.
Yeah, that checks.
So,
that checks.
Yeah,
that checks.
Okay, now I want to say something, Kev. So again, like this is where a personality can be really enriching and insightful. If you notice these factors, you accept them about yourself. And again, I'm going to encourage people, as if they do this, to process this or be willing to process it through the lens of like, this could be good for me. I could learn something about myself, and even giving yourself permission. Like, I'm allowed to look at these things and process these things, and I could even be kind to myself throughout the process. So anger is really high, but also is in moderation. So this is like feeling impulsive maybe, or feeling like you really want to do something and then doing them anyway, you know, caving, I guess, to the cravings if we want to go shorthand.
Oh, Crave Cave? Shoot.
Oh, crave caver.
Yeah, I'm in that crave cave.
Yeah,
baby.
I
I
mean-
just ate 30 pounds of beef jerky.
Let's see where Slop is on that one. Actually, yeah, he's not. He has pretty for neuroticism. Slop, you are high in anger, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
For myself, my highest scores under neuroticism are also anger and self-consciousness, which I do agree with me is the area I do notice most sensitivity to negative emotion.
I do agree with me.
I do agree with me often. Yeah. Okay, so then on to extroversion for the three of us. Okay, so these are, again, things like assertiveness, but also friendliness, cheerfulness, those other things. Let's see where we're at. We're all pretty moderate, actually, for all of that. I might be a little bit more assertive. Well, I'm actually quite a bit more assertive than Slop, but Kev's pretty moderately assertive, and I'm pretty elevated.
Yeah, that all tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, this test is pretty all right, man.
All right. On to openness to experience. This is where I think we're going to probably find the most similarities in our personalities. Again, openness to experiences like imaginative, creative, these sorts of things. This is literally what we're doing right now. So, very elevated scores for all of us in this one, as I mentioned. And my highest ones are intellect, which is not intelligence, by the way. Intellect and openness to experience means how interested are you in ideas, essentially. Are you interested in ideas? Do they really, or abstract things, you know? And that is 1000% me. Whereas like I'm more interested in psychology, anthropology, philosophy. Kev's more interested in like history, and which also, again, there's some overlap there as well. So just different kinds of, like, history is a little more concrete. This definitely happened on this day with these people. Why is an interesting.
Yeah, that's the fun
All right.
bit.
Yeah, that's the fun. Kev's highest score under openness to experience is
History.
Imagination. What? What'd you say, Mr.
Is history? Oh no, not
History. It's in there actually. So Kev has more imagination, is more of a fantasy world part. So like reflective and again able to kind of fantasize about what could be. Slop's highest. Again, Slop is closer to me here. He's elevated in most of these, as is Kev, honestly. But Slop's high in imagination. He's high in artistic interest. He's also high in emotionality related to openness to experience.
That's not fucking true.
So that this is actually a really helpful one. Personally, I'm guessing this is one of the areas my personality has shifted over the years in. Emotionality via openness to experience is how well are you able to understand your own emotions that you're experiencing. And this is why Kev's is a little lower. His is in the moderate range. This is why you might be experiencing some distress, Kev, because you're having these strong feelings, but you're not really fully able to be aware of them and access them. Maybe even you don't want to because it's so distressing. I think that makes sense.
That's why I come out in anger. That's the only emotion that I know.
That's not.
It's the only one we're allowed.
So Slop is, again, just elevated across the board in openness to experience. So maybe it's actually worth talking about what you're lowest in for openness, which is what? Adventure? Yeah, adventurousness. So trying new things, visiting foreign places, experiencing, a novelty, maybe. Sam is correct. Anger is a secondary emotion.
It's secondary to all you idiots messing with my day and my life.
You tell them, Kevin. You get out there. You tell them. They don't know.
All right. Moving on to agreeable. This has got to be like our weirdest segment that we've ever done. But all right. Next one is agreeableness. I am pretty elevated in agreeableness. Again, this is another one that's really probably most shifted over those last 15 years. Used to be pretty disagreeable, or at least moderately disagreeable. Now I'm much more agreeable. I think I don't know exactly why, but I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I started to trust myself, which helped me trust other people, which sort of like lifts all these up. Let's see what the boys are at, though. This is interesting, Kev. Your highest score in agreeableness is under the morality score. So you're basically honest. That's what that really means. Like, what you see is what you get. Kev will tell you what he thinks if he's willing to tell you. When he does, he will tell you the truth about what he's experiencing. So Kev's not going to manipulate you, basically is what that means. For slop, again, maybe it's talking about what is lowest rather than what is highest. Slop is pretty high in all of his, except for trust.
Yeah. Good man.
That's how you know you can trust him. He doesn't trust anyone.
All right. And on to the last area. And again, the last two parts, openness to experience and conscientiousness, we are all roughly similar to each other. My highest scores. Oh, okay. Well, that again, I didn't read through my own, but this one's definitely shifted. Wherein, cautiousness is my highest one. So I am definitely going to think things through before I take an action. There's just no doubt about it. Maybe I have grown in that area. I just didn't realize. I'm also quite orderly and pretty not self-aware. What am I thinking of? Driven, you know? All right, Kev. Again, like, we're all pretty conscientious people. Kev is also high in consciousness and dutifulness. So, yeah, he's acting out of obligation, which makes sense, I think, to some extent, given the way that Kev and I were raised, that you would be high in dutifulness. So you have a moral compass maybe motivating you. What do you think about that, Kev?
Probably why I'm so angry all the time. Because I don't want to be. The obligations of life drag you down. I want to be open to experience, but I can't because all these obligations.
My obligations.
All right, and the person who I believe has the highest scores for conscientiousness is Slop. Is that true? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Which is not surprising at all.
It's not good. No.
He is a orderly, dutiful person who is pretty self-directed and is not going to make rash decisions. He's going to plan them out and make them out of using his experience and intellect. I'm assuming you're not surprised by this at all, Slop, your conscientiousness?
No, yeah, that's all right where it should be. Or right where it is.
Right where it actually is, yeah. And I remember something from our childhood where I noticed whenever Slop was, like, when I was working what I considered back in the day to be, I don't know, menial type jobs, you know, at the grocery store or at the restaurant, whatever, all the places I might have worked, like, I never was asked to supervise anyone, or I was never promoted to any other position, essentially. Mostly because I felt like, well, I'm here for me. I'm not here for anybody else. And I noticed that Slop, when he would engage with those same, he would get promoted. And they would be like, this guy's got something going on. So whenever I moved into the areas that I was much more excited about career-wise, then I did fine. But those other things. So I think it's interesting. I think your conscientiousness definitely is a recognizable part of your personality.
Yeah, it was a lot of didn't really want to be promoted. They're like somebody quits or gets fired, and they're like, we need someone to do this job. Here you go. So don't be good at your job.
They scan the room and they see people eating boogers, people eating off other people's plates, and then Slop over there cleaning up something.
Shows up on time, is making sure everything's I'm an idiot. Yes, that's what.
I'm curious if it's okay if we go a level deeper, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but since we're all relatively high in conscientiousness, and I'm asking Slop first because he's definitely the highest score, do you tend to find that your previous romantic partners are slovenly? Are they
slovenly?
Are they less driven by order and duty?
In
How do they
general,
keep the rooms?
No. There were some messy ones for sure, but it was like common places I would clean up. But bedrooms always, that was like the ultimate, that's your space. Unless you ask me to come help you clean up your bedroom, it's going to stay a mess. I'm going to step over everything to get to bed.
Right. That's what I'm asking. Like their spaces, their car and their rooms are generally more chaotic, I'm guessing.
Generally, compared to me, yes.
Well, compared to you, everyone's is.
I know, and that's the problem.
That's true.
Let's go back up to your anger score.
Yes, immediately frustrated with everyone again.
Okay, another level then. When you walk into a room slop that is disordered and chaotic, do you notice anything about being in that space?
Oh, immediately. Yeah, it's like I notice the chaos. I think maybe it used to be I would like, there's so much clutter in here. My brain doesn't know what to do. There's too much going on. Now I think I can. I mean, I can. Obviously, I can handle it.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great. Obviously, I can handle it. Where it's, I start to have almost like it's more an internal dialogue about, okay, what is some of this stuff for? Where did some of this stuff come from? I start thinking about the stuff as opposed to the amount of stuff. So I start to think about something specific, and it the amount goes away. I don't think about that anymore. So,
Interesting. Okay. What about you, Kev? I guess maybe thinking about your top elevated areas of neuroticism and conscientiousness, because one of the things that a psychologist may say in this situation, a naysayer here, is that if I saw your scores, if someone like a psychologist saw your scores, they might say, hey, man, you're really aware of what's going on, and it's causing you quite a bit of distress. You might be like almost too aware of what's happening.
Yes. Tanya took this too. So what you asked slop perfectly aligns to your score it's your second lowest is conscientiousness, Tanya. So slovenly, a little more slovenly than me. Yeah, I don't like it, which is probably why my impulsiveness or my, what is it? Not immorality.
Your immortality.
My immortality is all right, I'm actively looking for things to shut my brain off.
Good insight. Yes, that makes sense because you're so aware, but that also means that your sense of duty, like your moral sense of what needs to happen, could be leveraged against you. So if you do act out of impulse to control the strong negative emotions, then you're going to catch that, and you might even like self-shame or something.
Oh, constantly. Yeah, absolutely.
He says it like everyone experiences consciousness through Kev's person.
Some of my favorite like calming videos to watch is I watch like do's and don'ts of visiting Japan and all the little rules that they have around everything, and it just about interacting with other people in public, and it just relaxes me, and I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
If we could just adopt these rules here, everyone would put their shopping carts back, everyone would hold the door open, say thank you, give you a little wave when you let them in traffic, not cut you off, not wait till the last second to merge when a lane's in, because it's been ending for a mile, there's only been 37 sides! Little things like that.
All the little things of existing.
Just the little things in life. Okay.
Real quick, what's interesting kind of counterpoint to that, you mentioned specifically Japan and the rules they have, the social rules they have. I read something recently talking about like that's their like international kind of persona, right? All very polite. There's a large portion of the native population that hates that part. They hate that image of Japan. Yep. They hate being part of that culture. They hate it. It's politeness to the point of like nothing's getting done because it's too considerate. And I guess bringing that up to speak to the balance that Bear is kind of referring to, like in a society as a whole, you can't have a whole society doing that because the people that don't want it are going to flip out.
No, please you go. No, please you go. No, please you go. No, please you go.
The girls sometimes the girls, I have children, by the way. Sometimes my children will take a joke I've said and to just keep saying it, and they just did it again this morning where exactly what you're talking about. We try to practice gratitude and things at the house, and so I made this joke a couple weeks ago where my oldest daughter did something kind to my youngest daughter, and then I said, well, thank you for doing that kind thing for that. And then they said, well, thanks, Dad, for thanking me. And I said, well, thank you for thanking me about that. We just kept doing that. So yeah, it's turtles all the way down situation there. Okay, well, I think we're kind of out of time on the segment. I know for sure that we could deep dive into many other areas, and maybe we'll try that online Rorschach. We found, I don't know, over a dozen 90s psychological.
Easy. There were more that I just couldn't find.
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. Yeah, and I mean the 90s, maybe one quick aside here. The 90s, what I really remember about being a kid in the 90s when it came to psychology was there's so much self-help going on in the 90s. And I can remember the covers of these books all starting to look alike, Yeah, so there was definitely a boom of self-help things going on in the 90s, for sure.
Chicken soup. There was a chicken soup for every type of soul there is. Kid souls, Christian souls, Satanist souls. Everybody got a chicken soup.
Chicken soup for the chicken soul.
Beat me there.
Well, except for chickens, ironically. You're right.
Yeah. Chickens have no hope.
That's why we eat them, to make ourselves feel better.
Okay, so if you're willing to take this assessment, it's in the chat somewhere. Maybe Slop could put it in the description as well, or maybe I could. Oh, go ahead, Slop.
I was going to say, yeah, I think we have to put it in the description. The links aren't going to go through in the chat.
Okay.
Which is,
I can comment too. I don't know if it'll let links in the comments, but anyway, if you do decide to take this, let us know in the Discord or the comments. Again, one of my favorite things to do is read your experiences of things. I'm convinced that this kind of an assessment, if taken with, again, kind of an open mind and a willingness to allow it to not to judge yourself. It's not judgment fuel. It's actually insight fuel. Like, oh, I can learn from this. You could actually give yourself quite a bit of grace if you recognize that, like, well, I'm a really low in neuroticism. That means I might not be able to connect with emotional experiences easy because I'm struggling to connect with my own. You know what I mean? Then maybe it gives you a little, okay, maybe I can expand that, or maybe I can just simply understand that that's who I am. Thank you, guys.
I don't recall seeing empathy on here.
Well, it is. I mean, it's. Go ahead, Kev.
Okay. I was going to say my sympathy is higher than I thought it was, but also lower than I thought it was. I thought there were two sympathies on here. Where is
you thought there? Wait, what? You thought there were what?
Two sympathies?
No, there's only one. See, it says I'm high in sympathy, and I don't feel like I am. I don't particularly care all that much.
Well, I think what's happening is that because you're aware of negative emotions, that also means you're more likely to be aware of that other people are experiencing negative emotions as well. Other people are suffering. Like suffering well, so you know that others are suffering.
And why don't they just do the things that I do? We'll all move there together.
Why isn't everyone me?
Why is... Yeah, I know when you're struggling. I just don't understand how to do anything about it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's what makes you great, maybe, at helping other people, Kev. You're not trying to do something about it. You might just be willing to let them air out their, grievances.
The airing of grievances.
It's important.
Well, any final thoughts on this? Because I do find this stuff to be quite interesting, but maybe you guys don't. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. I think, if you approach all of this stuff, like you said, with an open mind of what can you learn from it, not how can I self-flagellate anymore?
Defecate. Yeah.
So self-defecate myself. Because you mentioned Bear taking it multiple times, and I specifically under the first category, neuroticism, about there's a lot of current work things that are affecting my personality overall, and so this is the snapshot of like me right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and you said yours changed a lot, or changed some.
Mine has changed quite a bit. I would say the only things in my personality that really haven't changed Let me go back up to the tip top. Just looking at the full Big Five, my neuroticism went up. I think when I first took this test. By the way, I've taken the official one. This is a pretty good one, though. For 10 minutes, this is damn good. The official one is a lot longer. I don't know how many questions. 250, 300? It's called the Neo PIR TR or something. I think my neuroticism score was 15 when I first took this. So it's gone up. When I first took this, my extroversion score was much higher. And then about 7 years ago, it was way lower, like in the 50s. And now it's sort of back up. My openness score has always been elevated. My agreeableness score was lower when I first took this. I think it was in the high 60s. I've definitely become more aware of other people's experiences, and I have a lot more sympathy for those. And then my consciousness score has pretty much always been at around 100. So yeah, your personality does shift and change based on how you feel in the moment and all the experiences that you had to that point. I will say that some things will generally be consistent, though. Certainly. If you swung around a lot, then maybe you need to talk to somebody about that. A professional. All right. Well, thank you guys for, thanks, Sam, for suggesting that we do this. We didn't do exactly what you had requested, but we did something.
This is groundwork for when we go back, when we can jump right into the 90s part of it, looking at the pop culture. So many movies, did a lot of different versions of this kind of stuff. So,
yeah, and maybe to tease that. Oh, were you finished, Slot?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, to tease that, I think one of the things about 90s psychology that fits in with other areas is that there's a lot more mystery maybe baked into things. Because again, the Rorschach test is like it's great for movies, obviously, because it's visual and cinema's visual medium. But there's this kind of secretive, magical, sage kind of, this expert comes in and knows things that no one else does, and they can pick up on people lying and things like that. None of that's true, by the way. None of that's true. We, by the way, if you look into the research of humans detecting lying, we're not very good at it, actually. Even professionals aren't that good at it. I'm going to contend that I think that highly intuitive people might be the best at picking up on lying and things like that. So maybe women generally are better. Yeah. But yeah, so there's that kind of mystery, kind of like if we went to martial arts, I think we talked about in the Three Ninjas episode. Yeah. I mean, like there's an era where karate is this, I don't know, it's mysterious, but it definitely works because, but then you find out later in the 90s, like, it's actually pretty ineffective as a combat art.
Right.
Maybe it's effective as a personal discipline art, but similar with psychology. I think that people were much more experts know best, and they have some kind of secret powers that no one else has. That's still around.
Yeah,
yes.
For sure. For sure. Gurus. Right, so everyone's looking for a guru to solve it.
Everyone's looking for a good guru now and again. Okay, so we'll tease that for a future segment where we talk psychologies. All right, I'm going to stop sharing and then reshare. Slop.
Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's all the sound effects. Pop that chat. You gotta pop that chat.
Pop chat.
Okay, you should see an Electronic Arts logo, my friend.
That is what I see.
That's what I see. You see? Okay, I'm just gonna move my scruns around. I hope it doesn't mess it up when I make the... Let's see. I'm going to make the game a little bigger for myself. Does that mess it up at all?
Nope. It's same.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope my controller is still mapped, but if not, we'll do that real fast. So here comes some Michael Jordan. Should have audio now, Slop.
We do. Yeah.
Oh, it's fire and ice. Hell yeah.
Already, the music's like, this is not a basketball game.
Yeah. But he could be heating up.
Certainly. All right, let's see. Oh, controller seems to be working. I'm just gonna leave everything as default. I did notice that has default as B is the jump. I don't know. It feels like Y is more of a jump button, but I don't know. I'll go with it. So I've got a shot, jump, and a slam jump, and an operate button.
Hello, Michael Jordan here. Connecting you to
All right.
Chicago to Windy City.
It's got a long preamble. I'll do my best to read as we go in the comic book style.
Nice.
It's a windy day in Chicago. First practice for an all-star charity game. Michael shows up and finds his team has disappeared. They're oh, it automatically went. Suddenly, through a skylight crash, a ball with a note scrawled on it. Mr. Jordan, if you want to save your pals, come to the Egyptian room in the museum at midnight. Come alone, Dr. Max Cranium. Of course.
Stupid.
Man, this is serious. Better check it out. That night, a guard lets Michael into the closed museum. In the Egyptian room, a creak of the door opening. Well, I'm here, now what? Hey, a door in the wall. He enters warily. It's actually quite difficult to read this text, too. What the? Finding himself at the entrance to an underground prison, Michael sets out to find his friends. Okay, so we're on a hunt for our
What
friends.
the hell is in this museum?
All right, so we got the, the various worlds and levels that we're going to interact. This is Chicago, apparently.
Hey.
Let's Slop get back in. Okay, so this is Chicago, and we're going to start with cells.
Space.
That map screen looked really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, info will tell us about it. So obviously we're underneath the city. Prison. There's a prison apparently underneath Chicago. So
Sure.
there is. All right.
Oh,
and
J2 wanted our little heads as a coaster, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
What
put the
their
merch
idea,
on.
our little heads for coasters.
I missed that. Okay. No run.
Just slippery.
It looks very
Quite slippery, I'd say. One thing I don't like that I noticed when I was playing this is when you stop. You see the camera do that? Let me do it again. You can watch the camera. Like it kind of overcorrects.
Oh,
Oh, weird.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got this kind of boat-like. Okay, so then you shoot. You can. Or I guess
Infinite basketball firepower.
Yeah, infinite basketballs for sure. And then you have this slam.
The slamma-jamma?
The slammer jam. But those are the only times where you're going to actually do some basketballing.
What? Did he have a basketball head?
Oh, by the way, if someone is willing to open up the guide, because again, I played it like 5 minutes earlier this week to test, and there's a lot of items in this game, and there's a key.
It looks like Kev's on it. I'm gonna let Kev be on it.
Thank you.
No, he's
Okay,
pulling up
there's-
his taxes. Gonna do some good work done. Okay, a lot of what I'm assuming
Okay.
are your currencies, the little basketball coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got a fire basketball. What does that mean, Kev?
Okay, balls.
Big balls.
Flaming basketball. Slam these and they blow up along a straight line. Get 5 power up. Getting more, simply add the total back to 5. Oh, so you got 5.
5 is most I can do. Okay.
And it sounds like
And
you
I
have
can
to
use my.
Slam.
Okay, I'll try. I can use my R button or whatever, the top shoulder button to change.
Okay. So you get your little arsenal. Keep it in the back pocket.
Yep. Now, once again, as we've talked about, at a game like this, I would a baseball.
Of course. Was he into baseball at this point already?
I think he this time he is playing baseball.
Oh,
so.
wow.
Baseball. Strangely large baseball. Comes to you like a boomerang, hitting an enemy twice. Also useful for getting things behind walls. You can get 8 per shot. Per power up.
Getting things behind walls. Okay. All right, I'm going to attempt to use the flaming basketball here.
Okay.
Give you items or points.
It didn't do anything. It didn't really do anything.
Didn't do
More
anything
than
That's
special.
the regular type. Wooden, metal, trapezoid backboards gives items or points.
Oh, I thought you mentioned something about using the flaming basketballs on the hoops. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Regular.
So can't have enemies behind doors. Okay, I can go this way too, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's like a haunted mine shaft. That.
What the?
Thanks for saving me, Michael. The other guys are locked up too. Where are they? A little dude with a big head locked them up all over the city. Did he say where? No, he just kept laughing. He dropped this key. Take it. What is this place? The little maniac holds prisoners here for his dastardly experiments. Got any advice? Be careful when you open doors. The residents aren't always friendly. You better go now. Find your way back to the gym. I'll rescue the other players. We could use help. He just disappeared.
Yeah. I love the very angry Jordan face.
That's what I was saying.
Potato chip Jordan? I don't know.
Okay, how do I... Oh, select to change my key.
The green.
Okay, so I need the green key.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the... Ooh. Okay, so I think I can... Yeah, I can... This is the weird part about this game for me. Is like, to do this shot, I have to like do the jump slam with the... I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Got him. Up and at them.
Again, I was a huge Jordan fan, by the way, but if I had like rented this game, I would have been confused. I'll say that.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Spiders dropping on you. Don't care for that.
Good spider.
Okay, I don't have the... Oh, I don't have the gold yet.
This is another...
Lots of pickups.
Yeah, looking at the enemies, this is another game, another Boo haunted house with spiders and bats. I'm sure you'll run into ghosts soon. He's got to hold the ball. It's a magic basketball, but he still has to hold it with him.
Okay, got a triangle hoop. Is this the one I'm supposed to use the flaming balls on?
Where my nets at? Net types. All right. This is an alert net. Triangle background. A triangle backboard damages all enemies on the screen.
Oh, well, doesn't matter now.
Same as getting hit by one basketball. Oh, we got a little lever.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, that's what made that platform move.
Oh, okay.
Oh, was it?
That. Yeah. Okay, so this is just... So there's no reason to use a special ball on the buckets. Oh, red key.
It doesn't sound like it. The mid-air, like, full throw is just funny.
Oh, I've got some razzle-dazzle on me now.
Yeah. Your knees are shiny.
Oh, I can't get hurt. How do I make it go? Maybe I just drop down. Oh, okay.
This guy's
okay, great. Cool. It's a cool idea.
Oh, okay. Purple basketball.
Oh. Power level?
Doesn't say anything about it. Yeah, it didn't say anything about it.
Oh, no. Okay. You'll see that? The floor dropped out.
Ooh.
And I can't get back up there, so I guess they're going to punish you. Which basketball should I use to break stuff open? Flame? Is that what you said, Kev?
Red. Baseballs come back like a boomerang, also used for getting things behind walls.
Any of them talk about like breaking things open? Because I don't think my regular basketball will work here.
Maybe you just have to hit down and jump.
Oh.
Oh. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I just have to get it at the right spot.
Ah.
Yeah, I saw the lean. I almost
Come
feel...
on. Okay, switch my key. Oh, that's your ball.
Mikey.
There's a lot going on here, man.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, all right. Oh, it's a bonus room. I'm telling you, like, actually slamming them into the goal is pretty hard.
It seems like, yeah. Mountain Dew.
That's 7-Up. Come on, it's the 90s.
You can't be too close. And you can't be too far. Oh,
You got that one.
Give him the big stretchy arm power up. Hit you in the zombie feet. I do like the animation. Yeah, the pulling off their own head to throw it at you is pretty funny.
Cool. I mean, it looks like there's definitely some talented people that worked on this. Oh, the explosive background. That.
okay.
Oof.
Get wrecked.
Oh, these guys. Yeah, when you got an enemy like this, you actually can't. There's got to be a better way, huh?
Takes out all enemies on screen. The explosive backboard does.
It's just hard to get it. There we go. Yeah, the only other way when I was playing this the other day to kill those is actually to do this. That's the only way you can hit low enemies like that. All right.
Ooh.
All right. Gatorade Wheaties. Okay, can we push through or? Okay.
You found one, or you got one of 21 captives, I guess, that you're supposed to rescue.
Oh, on our way. Okay.
Yeah.
Got to rescue the whole damn team.
Bus driver. Water boy.
And it did. You see that it indicates there is a captive here. I don't have my keys anymore. But I do have all my power-ups.
Okay, so keys. Oh yeah, I guess all your little items up in the corner get reset.
Yep. Now, like Kevin and I have, or we've mentioned before, like a game like this, I would not want to use my power-ups. I'd just save them all to the boss or something, you know? Because there's more of them, but I'm not using them.
You got an extra fireball right there, so might as well toss one down to that homeboy down there.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, homeboy. Nice.
How do I get up there? Oh, his arm has to be just right, I bet. Okay. Whoops.
Oh, and he can do a cool slide. Jumps up really high to drop a ball on their head.
I know, it could just go like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I can already tell this is the kind of game where you have to go get the keys and then come back to the same areas multiple times. Okay. Not my favorite, but that's all right.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes they just have enemies in them, so...
I mean, do you have an unlimited keys once you have the key?
Yeah.
You can use it on all
Yeah,
the
once you have
doors?
the key, you can open all the doors.
Home Depot
God,
commercial.
it does.
Did I get the green key yet? Yes. Okay. Music's kind of nice. Whimsical, kind of carny.
That's what Sam was saying. It sounds like the Home Depot commercial music. It kind of does.
Oh!
Death.
Okay. I did notice that too. You can tell that you have a lot of power to redirect yourself when you're midair.
Well,
Very slippery when you're in midair. Which is, I mean, I like being able to move around in midair, but...
float down.
It is MJ we're talking about here.
And like, you're dead. Like, if you fall, like a lot of platformers, if you fall, you're just dead. Oh.
It does seem like your hits stun them, though, at least.
Yeah, that's nice. You can, even if they take multiple, you can keep them from throwing their head at you.
So can you break that right there? Can you break any
What?
of those floors? That floor right there, because there's a crack in it. Can you
Oh,
break
it
that?
is. Okay. I guess I can. What, this way?
So it's not every one.
Ah,
Huh.
that's dumb.
That's silly,
7-Up. Oh.
Oh, was the key in there last time?
I guess.
That was bats. Okay, so it's definitely the same ones.
Yeah, it should be basket. basketball coins. Coin. Sliver of a basketball coin for you. And you got the greeny weenie already.
I had to re-get all the keys. Oh yeah, but I have to re-get them when I die. So if I die, it starts over.
It's Tommy Davidson. That's what his little picture in the corner reminds me of. That's the comedian Tommy Davidson.
Hey, man, shit.
Yeah, I need to be careful here when I platform. Wow, yeah, you see, I almost fell off the edge there. Jump down. Oh, I'm invincible. Oops.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
purple
has to be the frozen basketball. It doesn't, oh, purple. Here it is. Try slamming one of these or shooting at a wall, and it will bounce around a few times, clearing the enemies out, good for tricky shots, and hitting out-of-the-way switches.
Oh. Or you can just nail it because you're the man. Yeah, I'm dying for at least like a Super Metroid. You have one shoulder button and that automatically gives you a 45-degree like angle to throw your basketballs. So you at least have a little more like but having to jump and that's anyway.
What heart does it get? Oh, it just fills your health all the way up. That's frozen. Oh, that's purple. Okay.
I did get a new basketball, just like gray. This one.
I think that's frozen.
Okay.
Freeze balls.
Give them the freeze balls.
I wish you didn't have to switch your keys. Once you have them, it just,
Yeah, you just have it. Why do I have to switch to
you
it?
just
to
have
open
it. Like
stuff?
it, yeah. Why switch? That's weird.
Well, there it is again. Whoa, I'm falling. To perform some slam dunks on this spider and her babies.
Okay, so what should I use here for these little? The fire?
I think the fire one
should. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not.
Wow, it doesn't go very far.
No, for a power up too.
Yeah. Give me a big line. Give me napalm.
Carpet bomb.
Duke Nukem explosions. That's what I want. Ooh.
Just break it. Yeah.
Just gotta literally flex on them.
Okay.
So I jump back up to the left, Bear.
Okay.
There was a that one up there. That is a red basketball. Super explosive ball. Kills most things in one hit. You get one per power up, but these stack, so save them for bosses.
Yeah, I think to get that, it looks like I would have had to jump off an enemy, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Or maybe you can fall down from above.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay, I have to find the other friend here, my teammate. That's the way. Can I go that way?
Hey.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, that switch was for that platform.
Oh, come on.
Shit. That.
I can't tell what is. I can't tell what is like a pit and what isn't.
Yeah, because
of the dying.
Yeah, the way the stage is set, you're moving all around the stage, and then you really have to go slow to know that you're at the bottom, quote, bottom of the stage. Look at this, pro exterminator.
Mm-hmm. At least it gave me a save point here.
Gonna sneak up on you.
All the enemies are back, by the way.
Okay. Ooh, here it comes.
I don't know how to.
Boy.
Yeah, the game kind of just does encourage you just to go for everything. Just get wild.
Just get out.
Give me plenty of health. Just go for it. I don't know. Now I'm gonna die of regular. Okay.
I'm gonna die of regular symptoms.
Causes.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this is a gap. Could use some health now.
It's the sparkle shoes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need. Hopefully there's health in here. Yeah, That's actually invincibility, I'm guessing, but I'm wasting it here. It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be going back, but where other way can I go?
Oh, that's the yeah. You took that down.
I mean, yeah, you might have to go back if we missed a pickup or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or door. They put those there for a reason. Nice.
Get a Wheatie.
Wheaties.
Yeah, but now I don't, like, how can I see below me? I don't know if that's... Okay, there's something there, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Scared me.
You gonna get the fire. Oh, wow. That's
Ate it.
obnoxious. Just, ow. What is this, flames? Ah.
Don't.
Wait,
Don't.
want to eat the spider like that?
Reminds me of the Ren and
Okay, there's no way
Stimpy.
for me to get back here.
Oh, yeah, the little slidey zipline thing you can't access.
Yeah,
Okay,
fine, jeez.
Unless there's like a switch over there I have to hit.
Okay. So we have to be... Give me the...
Yeah, right?
And confusion.
Right. Here we are. What are we, 30 minutes into our Friday night, boys? And we're trying to figure out where to go in chaos in the Windy City.
I bet it's something we blow up something to get through. Yeah, it is hard to tell. Maybe we need
throw
to
again,
learn.
throw again. That wall's cracked.
Ah, okay. There we go. Whoops, I want that. I want to get up there.
Yeah, this walkthrough.
Come on, put your arm up. There.
Oh! Well, you at least turn
All right, we'll
around.
tank it.
Red
Get
key. Okay. Oh boy.
Losing steam. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I was just assuming it's gonna like drop me off.
Yeah. Our friends, the spiders.
The ones that have the little babies, right? Oh no.
The fact that there's so much room after our health indicator makes me think that we probably get more health as we go.
I hope so. Don't give me all that blank space like that.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Tease me like that. Come on, I can't shoot. Can't shoot when you're in the Sonic.
lame.
Stupid.
When you're in the Sonic mode.
That's all I think of when I see that. Okay, come on.
I thought those were pants for a split second. The Wheaties box.
Okay, I have to go back.
I mean,
What the?
What?
Gotta look for some way to bust through again.
about to bust.
Just tank it.
Oh, did you go down here? This platform?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. It just takes you. I see.
But maybe there's something here I need.
Ah. After a while, it just onlookers would be like, okay, MJ could just like run through these guys. He doesn't have to be jumping around and like doing fake dunks and stuff. Like,
Oh, I actually control this. Okay.
oh.
Okay, so that's kind of good to know, I guess. Switch my key. Okay.
Bonus.
Bonus room.
And dunk
Oh,
competition.
not really a bonus room.
You're
No.
there. You go, purple ball.
Perp. Oh, am I
Maybe
supposed to
kill
use
some
it?
of them and they'll drop shit?
Yeah. So use it. Do a dunk. Do a dunk move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of a cool way to do it. Okay, select.
Ooh.
Give me that full health.
My full health.
I just don't know where to go. I'm dead.
Ooh.
Might be enough though, honestly.
It puts us at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh yes, I have a.
We had a very long segment this week, so. All right. Do you need me to continue sharing this, Slop?
Yes, but I'll just leave it muted.
Okay, I'm gonna mute as well. Okay. We're gonna move on to rating today's games. Let me just move my windows around real quick.
I have to step away. I'll be right back. Please continue
Yes, sir.
in my absence.
Okay. So if you are unfamiliar with St. Kohzee video game rating system, it's a system that we created very early on in the stream. And so every time we play a game, generally we play games that we've never played before, like the one you just saw. I don't think any of us had played that back in the day. We kind of think of it as like, oh, a rental. We're trying it out. We're kind of giving our first impressions. Occasionally we'll play a game that we've played quite a bit, but most of the time it's our first impressions of the game. We evaluate it based on 3 main criterion: game design, which is graphics, sound, and story; gameplay, which is controls, level design, and feedback; satisfaction, which is engagement, fulfillment, and fun. And then we're going to give it an overall rating in terms of its gushers. 5 gushers being you're going to play it and beat it and play it again, all the way down to 1, which is this game is not redeemable. It's just garbage all the way. Most of our games end up being 2 to 4s, obviously, because that's what makes most sense. And what else is important to know about the rating system? Oh, and we identify using, I forget what this is called, the D&D thing or whatever, but mostly movie characters from the 90s, you know, to align ourselves with, is it surprisingly good, surprisingly bad, frustratingly good, frustratingly bad. So that's how it works for us. And yeah, I think that's all we need to say about the St. Kohzee video game rating system.
What to say about that?
Exactly. So Kev, I'm curious, for Tomb Raider, our first game that Slot played, I'm curious about, and if you had played this in 1996, what would you think about its graphics, sound, and story?
I mean, I remember playing one on PC, the Ferret Cat. I don't remember what number it was. It looked exactly like this, which at the time we thought like, wow, that's crazy. In pretty much any 3D game, you're like, wow, that's amazing. Boobs. All that kind of stuff. So the story it seems relatively minimal. We didn't get too much into the story. It seems very, very wonderfully cliche 90s. At the time, it would have seemed very normal. This is a totally normal story. It happens every day. It's mundane at this point. Sound was interesting, but good. At least the quality of the sound effects were good because it's CD. I'd say maybe a Far Out.
Far Out, man? Yeah, I do have like a little bit of a memory of someone playing this and me watching it, but not too much, not enough for me to remember where I was and what was on at the time. And the opening scene or the cutscenes and stuff are really great. For the pre-rendered stuff is really great. Sounds good. It's interesting. It's immersive. They even did quite a bit of cinematography. You know, the opening shot was a little too fast for me. Like it had the eye and it zooms out too fast. But later when they're moving around and showing the computer and those things, it's much smoother and nice. So that would have blown me away in 1996. However, the actual gameplay graphics, again, I'm with Kev. Like just the fact that it's 3D is really cool, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I think there were other 3D games on PlayStation 1 that looked a lot better than this. I just don't remember what they were called off the top of my head. But so yeah, it's good. It's good. I think I'm with you, Kev. Maybe it is a Far Out, man. What say you, Slop?
I agree with a Far Out, man. It is. I agree about the graphics, but also take into consideration it was 96, so very, very early. They're all figuring it out pretty much. So I would say it's on par for the time. So we'll go, Far Out, man, for the graphics.
Far Out, man.
Wait, he doesn't know what a gusher is? The candy?
I think these are
1 gusher or 5 gushers. It's pretty easy.
I don't think anyone said gusher yet. We've been saying gush. So
yes.
Regular gush. Okay, it's a gusher.
Yeah.
The candy.
Yeah.
The candies. All right, on to gameplay, controls, level design, and feedback. It's like a puzzle
puzzle,
action
puzzle action
shooter.
platformer. It's every game. It's every game.
Shooter.
Yeah.
Well, you had your hands on the controls, and you and Nick both mentioned, I guess, tank controls if you don't have the dual sticks. I don't know. If I was a kid in the 90s, which I was, and we had this, and we didn't have the dual stock, I probably wouldn't play it, honestly. I would be like, nah, I don't want it. This sucks. But I don't know. What do you think, Frock?
I don't know about Five Guys. Maybe it's a Five Guys, but once you get used to the controls, it's like then you're in it, and I think the game will go a little smoother for you. I was starting to get used to it again because you really have to learn like your turning radius. There's a lot of like very specific physics you have to learn to master like your player body. And it was a game. It was the first game I remember like this is way different than compared to like Crash or Spyro, where you're like very zippy. It responds immediately to all your controls. This is much slower, more methodical. You've got to think about where you're going to be. Probably going to die to most fights, I would imagine. If we ever get to people with guns, that might be where I quit the game. Just controls are the hardest part. Camera, they give you a over the shoulder, look around, but you can't aim your guns. But there was a lock on that we didn't use. I think you found Bear. That I didn't know where it was on the controls. So that would help with the battles for sure. And then, when you're flipping around, then you are just flipping around. That's your battle mechanic. You're flipping because you're locked on. She's just like... It does look really cool. I remember the fighting looking really cool when you get going on it. Feedback, you get, I think, some pain sounds, and you've got your health bar. So you immediately see it go down when the bear just like kind of runs into you. You get like a little nudge. You could see I got in a corner and was like just getting mauled pretty much.
It was highly entertaining, though.
Oh, that's
great.
That's worth it. So as far as gameplay, man, because I rented the game once, and I think it was the controls that held me back from really thinking it was a great game. Oh boy, maybe it's will you stop playing the game, sir?
That was my leaning as well. What say you, Kev?
Yeah, I'll have to. It looks frustrating for Joe, which means it's going to be incredibly frustrating for me. So I'll side with Joe. Will you stop playing the game, sir?
Yes. Again, we're giving it credit for being early.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah. There's a reason it was remastered, and people don't like when I went to the guide thing, they were like, we've archived all the original one. The remaster is what I guess everyone's playing these days, so
yeah,
shores up some of the things.
Yeah.
All right, on to satisfaction, engagement, fulfillment, fun. I think maybe this is a part of all of them. Maybe this is level design. To me, I would have liked to get to know Lara Croft before we just show up in front of the tomb or whatever. Like, why not have a little advanced training simulator thing where you can learn all the moves? She jumps from box to box, and it's I don't know. It kind of like gives you some world building as well. Like, here's where she's at whenever she's not out tomb raiding, she's training or whatever.
Yeah. There was an option in the start menu to go home, and I don't know if that's go to her house for that thing. I think that's the training scenario, because in the later games, it's certainly like you can be at her house, and it's big, and it's meant for exactly all of that stuff. Figuring out the jump distances, what you can do. You can play around with your butler. He follows you around everywhere. You can lock him in the freezer. Fun stuff like that. So maybe we just missed that for this game. I maybe jump straight in.
All right, fair enough. So then satisfaction, engagement, fulfillment, fun. Had fun watching Slot play it. I'm not sure. Yeah, you mentioned that once you do get a hang of the controls, it smooths itself out, and then maybe you're not getting hung up on minor things so much. You might actually be solving the puzzles and being interested in it. So, yeah. What are you guys thinking for satisfaction as far as ratings or feedback go?
I mean, I can jump in because this is not going to be particularly a game for me. Mm-hmm. If the shooting is the weakest point of the game, probably not super fun for me. It's fun watching the bear give you the business, as Martinez said. For me, it's probably another. I might blow this game up, but I know I'm going to be low. I'm not a big puzzle game guy.
Yeah, in this format, it's always more fun playing with your buddies. So we kind of make the game more fun. And I've referenced a couple times that I don't believe I rented the game more than once, which I feel does come in here and where. But like I want the game to be good, right? Like I want to like the game. I want it to be good. God, man. I don't know where I want.
I mean, I have a leaning if it
Please.
helps. I'm thinking T2 Smile because I'm guessing that this game gets better as you play it, as you mentioned, and I'm also guessing that the versions that come after this get increasingly better as well.
Yes, yeah, it certainly gets more refined. By the time you get to Tomb Raider 2, it's polished up what you want this game to be. And then Tomb Raider 3 is the plus version. It's even better. Its cutscenes are better. In-game cutscenes, action, they're better. But yeah, excellent foundation. But you said why? Why?
I said T2 Smile.
Smile. Why not to smile is what we can give it. There it is.
Okay. And then on to gushing this game. I think, as Kev mentioned, this is probably going to be one of the games where your gushing this game is going to be individual. It's not as universal, maybe, which is interesting because I remember this game having universal appeal, but maybe that's not actually true. Maybe it was just popular, not universally praised. So I would probably not complete this game. I can tell you that. I know Kev wouldn't, but I would probably not complete this game unless we got a PlayStation when we had a couple games. Then I'd probably just keep grinding on it forever. But to me, this is like a 3.5. Personally, it's like a 3.5. It's a good game. You know, I think Slop would definitely beat it if he had this game in '96. But what do you boys think for Gusher? How many?
3.
You gonna go 3?
I would go 3. Yeah.
I think
maybe a rental, but not even that. Compared to
right.
Go.
Well, it's just these thumbs, man. They don't do what I want them to do. But I think three's fair. When we just started talking about the other games in the series and where they go, doing it now, we're reviewing it now, weighing it against everything you could play. So yeah, I think a 3. I'm gonna land on a 3 myself.
Okay, 3 gush for the original Tomb Raider. Yeah, what was that racing game, that early PlayStation 1 racing game? Wipeout XL? Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd play that. Definitely. That's what I would pick. That's super fun. All right. On to our second game, which we didn't get to see a ton of, but enough to, again, hopefully have some ideas about it, which was the Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City for SNES. An odd game. Particularly, maybe it's not so odd given the fact that at the time Michael Jordan wasn't even playing basketball, but for some reason he's rescuing his teammates. So game design, graphics, sound, and story for an SNES game, it looked good, sounded good, and the story is ridiculous.
Yeah,
no doubt, it's just ridiculous. So it's not bad in those areas. It's all good, as a matter of fact.
More ridiculous than Space Jam? I don't think so.
I
think this predates Space Jam, doesn't it?
Stole it.
I'm pretty sure this predates Space Jam. So, yeah, this would have been the first time people are like, Michael Jordan's kind of weird.
I think when he had the Hitler mustache, people pretty well realized, oh, he's definitely a weirdo.
Yeah,
yes,
it's gonna be, I think this game is going to be tough to rate, honestly, just as an overall insight about it. I guess right now, this game does look great. I think I'm going to go Far Out, man, because it looks good, it sounds good, and the story is odd, but it actually works, in some strange way. And it also is like, what do you call it? On the nose sometimes. They're like, Dr. Max Cranium, is this so? They're not taking it that serious either. They're having fun with it.
God, no. Yeah, I mean, it's a wacky idea, but they clearly had some talented people working on the game because everything seems to work pretty well and looks pretty good. So I'd go Far Out, man.
It's a trifecta of Far Out men for game design.
Far Out men. All right. To answer your question, Marquisius, yes, Mr. Sloppy Joe, the gentleman in the black shirt, he plays modern games occasionally, or every other game usually, on the Wednesday night stream, the sleepover stream. So if you're interested in modern games, Slop will play those on Wednesday nights. And if you have a suggestion, just drop in the chat. Like, we like to try out games people recommend. So say my full name. Just say my name. Yeah. Heisenberg. All right. All right, got you, Marquisius Don Howard. On to gameplay for Chaos in the Windy City. Controls, level design, feedback. I'll start here since I played the game. I showed you guys how the camera like moves forward, and how the thing you got to dial in is getting the slams right and avoiding overcorrections, because when you're in the air, you've got a lot of ability to move your character around. You're quite squirrely in the air, and the controls, again, the camera moves around and floats, plus they're a little slippery. Everything's a little slippery. So I don't think it's on accident. I don't think all that seems on purpose. It just it's like, yeah, this game is not easy. They're not just making it easy for you. And we're playing on the regular difficulty. I think it defaults to the rookie difficulty, which is also a sign for a game. They're letting you know, they're like, hey, this game is not meant to be super easy, and you're playing it on the regular easy difficulty mode. So level design, again, it's kind of weird. You're grabbing keys and going in time portals, warps, and I don't know. It's a weird game. It's just weird. I'm not sure where I would rate it though, so I'm interested what you guys noticed about when I played this and what the levels felt like for you.
I mean, the weird part is that it's Michael Jordan and it has a basketball theme around it. If it was just some sort of, adventurer, it would be like, oh, this is a totally normal game.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is the part that makes it weird.
Yeah, real human in this.
Yeah.
God, was this the prequel to Space Jam?
Yeah, so the level design would be totally normal if it wasn't Space Jam. The controls seemed bad, but I don't know. Maybe I can't say institutionalized because it's too wacky. Sitting next to a millionaire?
Okay, could be.
I guess I'm leaning towards something better. I think it's better than that. Maybe it's not up to Lieutenant Dan though. So
Yeah.
Break the tie.
Yeah, I realize that there's a lot more geometry in this game than you would expect when you first start up. You got to know where those bouncy balls are going. You got to know where you're headed. And when you're in midair, it sounds like you have to be able to calculate all your possible trajectories from how much distance you have left. I'm a robot now playing this game. Yeah, maybe sitting next to a millionaire is the best spot for it right now.
Okay. So surprisingly neutral. Again, I will say that it's doing some interesting things, and it's not unfair. It's just you're gonna have to learn these controls because, like I said, when you're running around, it's different feeling than when you're in midair. It's like much snappier and quick. On to the final section: satisfaction, engagement, fulfillment, fun. Yeah, again, it's odd, but engaging. Maybe that's what I'd put as my review. Odd but engaging. Like, I am interested in this, what's going on. There's a lot of stuff baked in here with all the different power-ups, all the different keys. We did see a little bit of adjustment in enemies. I'm assuming that when we get to other worlds, when we get out of the tunnels and the prisons, like, we're going to get new enemies and things like that. We didn't quite get to I think if I had gotten a little further, we could have seen maybe our first boss. What do you guys think?
Again, this is one I think needs to be, like, it would get I gotta play some more of this to see if I really like it or not, or I gotta play it to see if I really like it or not. Like, award. We need to come up with one of those, because I feel like this would get it. And I was like, man, it could be, like, once you get used to, again, kind of like Tomb Raider, once you get used to the controls and you understand, you figure out all that geometry we were talking about for your attacks, and especially the slam one. That's such a weird attack to be a standard Arsenal move. It's just, Michael Jordan is the weird part of this game, which puts it gives it I don't know, has a weird aura around it because of that. Finding out, I love somebody said maybe that's the first time we found out that Michael Jordan was a little weird. Was this game?
There, yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, oh man, good Lord, Kev, what do you think?
I'm going for me because there's a celebrity on the front. I'm immediately going to be like, ugh. It's the same thing as a movie tie-in game. You're expecting it to be bad, and it's not. It's just really weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. Lieutenant Dan.
I agree.
Okay.
It's better than, again, and I know, Sop, you're right, that you need to play it to, like, make a true determination, but if you had played this, you would have gotten much further than me. So I think you would have been, your mind and body would have, like, learned, oh, this is what I need to do here, and you wouldn't, because, like, they give you a good amount of health. You can tank a lot of hits, but if you fall into any of the pits, you're dead, and you got to start over. So wait, we arrived at a Lieutenant Dan for
Lieutenant
satisfaction. Okay, so on to gushing this.
7 gushy at least.
I think it's a 4. I think it's a 4. I think it's actually a better game than I would have ever thought, having not played it ever in my whole life. It's better than you would think. So that's another award. It's better than you would think. So I'm gonna go 4, but I could be swayed to move down a little.
Nah, I'm with you. I think 4.
Yeah, it seems competent enough that on a rental for sure is. It seems like the best space for this game to exist. It's like you would feel enough pressure to want to keep playing it to beat it, but you could probably also do it in a weekend. So, 4 sounds good.
She is.
Cool.
4 gush.
Surprising, but it's one of our things. We need to have an award for this one too. Then, when we're very surprised, like, well, this game's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm thinking it can be its own new column.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, boys, for offering your thoughts. We've evaluated these games. So our evaluation is actually between Tomb Raider and Michael Jordan's Chaos in the Windy City. Like, maybe play Chaos in the Windy City.
Yeah, I think I'd rather.
It's good. It's good. Okay, so the boys and I talked about, at the end of last week's episode, we talked to each other off camera about, like, maybe providing artifacts or something related to the 90s every week. So maybe that's something to consider in the future that we would have. We'll share a little artifact. So I did share one little thing that I found really cool in the Discord. I think I didn't I? That little synthesizer thing. Did I share that in the Discord?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So that's what I want to share, is just, and maybe I could post it somewhere. Maybe I'll post it as a comment underneath this stream. But there's this fun little synthesizer, essentially, and you can get some very nice, simple, easy retro kind of sounds out of it, like you're making your own little video game soundtrack. So kind of fun, and if you're the kind of person that thinks, oh, I can never make something musical, like, you totally could with this. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. So that'll be my artifact for this week. And again, we're not officially doing this yet, but it's just something we might move towards at the end of the episode, just offering a little something that's related to the 90s.
Yes.
All right. On to the Kohzee Covenant, something that we do every week. We identify one of our 10 covenants as something to remind ourselves to focus on this week. So for our segment, we did talk about insight a lot. We talked about personality, things like that. So any covenants stand out to you, boys?
I mean, you are your greatest asset, and adversary is a pretty easy one to correlate with.
Yeah.
With that, because yeah, I notice things and it makes me angry, and then I have problems impulse controlling to shut my brain off. Is pretty much my personality. So there it is.
That's it. That's his whole person.
That's the feedback, the Kev feedback loop.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Kev. You are both your greatest asset and adversary. And so check out the link to that Big 5 personality test. Get a little more insight as to why you behave the way you do and react the way you do. And again, that can help you become a greater asset to yourself and also recognizing the areas that we can grow. So, yeah. Slop, final thoughts?
Yeah, I like that one. Even you had mentioned if you do take that test to, don't be your own adversary. Look at it as, knowledge, new insights about yourself that you can apply in a positive way. Not that, oh, I'm a stupid piece of shit. Everything makes me mad, and then you're mad. You're mad at your results? No.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at your results. Yeah. You scored the highest, Kev. You scored the highest.
I did. 101. Did it.
Yeah. I wish that, and I don't even know if they do this in the test, but I wish they put it right before you take the test, like something to the effect of, this can be an enriching experience. These are amoral, valueless insights about yourself, and they're meant to give you a chance to see yourself, offer yourself a little grace as to why you're reacting the way you're reacting. Because we are biologically based creatures, so you're born with a personality, whether you like it or not. And you're, and I guess, like, if you use the test according to how we're recommending it, this could be a beneficial piece of information for you. All right. Anything you want to tease for Wednesday, Slop, or are you keeping it all a hidden secret?
Oh, yes, actually. I do like, we are halfway to Halloween, so I use any excuse I can to play more horror games or things with that kind of theme to them. So something of that flavor will be coming Wednesday. And maybe the rest of the month. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Very cool. Halfway to Halloween's a very cool little idiom. I like that. All right. Looks like Kev's got to go. He's got a negotiation to... Thank you all for joining us. Thanks to the chat. Looks like the chat is really fixated on Gushers for now. So go out and get yourself a pack of Gushers.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Enjoy the delicious fake fruit flavors that they offer. And we will see you next week with another episode of St. Kohzee Center for Comfy Nostalgia. Okay, then. Bye-bye now.
Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoon.
So cozy.
Tamagotchi's fed and snooze.
St. Cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
St. Cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.